note card. All right, the first piece is called Parentheses. I found the fragments, unearthed them like thrift store treasures and candy lady treats, bought, not sold, kept in photo frames we never looked through, the forgotten frayed edges. But we held the night, where shade trees would block my eyes from your gaze, what I can't disclose, blood marked by the stories we don't tell, the what happens after it all falls apart. Dreams defers to wounds that never healed, but I'm dealing. Subjected to the torment of reason, weathered by time, my impulses only work when my adrenaline rushes. You touch my face. I gasp and move your hand against my shoulder. This position reminds me of comfort. Vision fades, lingering in the bend of a glass frame. This clown mirror reflects no distortion. My reality imitates demonic resolution. Snapshot still framed, right click to enhance. Black hole sucking against my toughened titty. I become stone. Cold revolver. Undress my temple. You caress my hair like he remembers the night we laid. Would lie in the ridge of a crescent moon. Played a melody I can't remember, yet its melody sways beneath my hips. Dips into my beehive and sits. Lifts me high and I slip. I wasn't ready to, but I did it anyway. And I don't regret, but I admit mistakes were made. I couldn't forget, not even if I wanted to, our sins. We held what most only dream of. Stuck inside of forever. Scattered adventures to places I never knew existed. Tempting, twisting, intersecting lives. We don't think twice about the consequences. Privileges broken to live inside a moment. A world we didn't pass through but held. Tackled on slicking pavement, drenched by tears. We outlasted the storm. Walked till dawn. Encrusted in daybreak. Genesis awakening. We were the lucky ones. Innocence like saltwater taffy. Stretched too thin. Place your hand in mine. I don't ever want to love like this. Feel what is reserved for you, but I can't shake that part of you that still lingers. Delicate, tattered, disassembled, reconfigured, processed, life-induced. I wanted to cope inside of it. Struggles apart from my own. Tied to memories you helped heal. How did you know the melody? You spoke words to my song. Nature gravitating the inevitable. Chance isn't reason. Fate and destiny can collide, and sometimes some things do change. Broken window coated by steel frame. Jagged edges untrusting. My cup runneth over. Fragments embed themselves like infinity tied to my hand, interlocked with yours, our way to forever. Stand with me now. This one is called With This Pen. It's a little rusty, but we'll try it out. With this pen, I can rewrite history if I wanted to. Change the course of time, filter our conversations, rework what I have yet to put into words. With this pen, if necessary, I can scratch out your existence. Blurred thought on page carries the burden of concealing the hurt. The test pain leaves behind etched in some uncanny familiar. Haunting like flies on walls and eyes that recede in the back of mother's head. Haunting, stilled motion, transfixed in melancholy aftermath, phrases I could never get right, letters never sent, anger getting in the way of clarity, remorse removing contempt, lies that hold truth's mouths won't fix to speak, doubtful, senseless mess in the moment it was right. Before you lied. Or rather couldn't speak. Was it my ears you lay quiet for, or was it for your own ease, which will soon vomit from places truth hides and bleeds into? You said if I'd made a mistake. Oh, but no, sir, you've made the mistake. You took my kindness for naivety. My love stuck to the bottom of your shoe. Our heart on concrete imprints the last 3 words you said. My love has been replaced. Nouns transition into verbs. With this pen, I take our story and make it my own. A place where 4-letter words mean something, and what ifs count as possibility, and some kinda is the real thing. I remove you almost like you never existed. How did it ever come to this? With this pen, my wisdom is older than my age. I can hide in the depths of reality and still long for the fantasy. You and I, places that never drift apart, where the sun doesn't bother me much because I love looking at you. I wish these words could jump off the page at you, fill you with all the emotions I felt, caught in a fairy tale turned nightmare. Wake to a reality and you're not there, here. This story erased from pages. My mind shudders to think of forgotten time. The binding loosened from bridges that lead to somewhere, nowhere. A story with an open ending. My world, rewritten. This is my last one. And I'm giving a disclaimer because I was watching something on TV too. And I was like, I want to write a poem that begins, every word begins with S. And it's very difficult for people who write to begin every word with the same letter. So it's a work in progress, and so work in progress that before I left work, I was still working in progress. So it's called Smooth Speaks. Slippery slopes sliding silently, secret sessions, studied stories, she shared, sandalwood. Sirens sway, sweltering summer, sensations scolded, simplicity squandered, sabotaged. Scarred sacred space, salvating salvation, swallowed sacrifice, salvaged soul surrenders. Steeping seams sear, softened skin smears. Sound speaks, soledad spins, sight suspends. Suddenly suppressed supposes stirs surface, synthesis stills. Scaffold silhouette still sight, sober sensations stagnate simplicities. She sighed.